Less than a mile to the north of Mowcott lies Lime Kiln Farm. Here we can find a flooded quarry, the source of limestone for use by the Astbury Hydraulic Lime Company. Depressions to the east of the lake, clearly visible from the air, were later eliminated as evidence of work in this area, but documentary evidence suggests extensive underground working, the only visible evidence being a 40-metre deep brick-lined shaft to the west of the lake, now blocked with rubbish. However, on a snowy winter's day, we found plenty of evidence for the existence of limestone.
The original stones out of the bed of the stream here, they washed down there. Oh, I see. It's peculiar stuff, this is. It's got like a crystalline structure. See, when you get it to the bottom and you're doing this, you can't tell whether it's at the bottom or not. Yeah, that's...
So there must have been some fair-sized passages underneath to
just
cause all this.
Yeah.
Further searching led to the discovery of a gunpowder store. Records also revealed that a horizontal passage led from the workings to an exit or portal at Baytree Farm, with two further shafts, assumed to be air shafts, along its length. One of these was known to be blocked. Len found the other hidden in a small copse close to the farm, partly hidden by discarded farm machinery.
Or close to it. But there, look, it looks like you might have three things knocked in the side. Yeah, anyway, that's it.
Yeah, well, I think the first indication that there was a limestone quarry there, no, limestone in the area, was when Charles II gave a charter to John Bowyer of in the area to search for more coal and limestone north of the Trent. Well, the mere fact that he said more indicates that they already knew that there was limestone there, to me.
Yeah.
And this is the only significant piece of area of limestone that there is in this area. And this was in 1660. But it isn't much, it's only 40 years to when we have the first recorded records of the quarry, when in 1707 there is an account of the limestone which was being worked in the area.
This heads in a funny direction as well.
That's a cross section on the line at the top. This here were in existence.
Yeah,
before, it may be a bit lower and climb a little bit more there, but before any of the limestone is extracted, they then, this here, the rocks are dipping down here, turning over and dipping down there. All these are dipping down in that direction there, towards, this is towards the middle valley. So this would be limestone here, so that they take the surface off and gradually take the limestone out from open cast. Then they start working below here in descending stages, first by headings and afterwards by the extraction of pillars, or more or less until subsidence brought down the overlying strata. In this way the stone has been completely... What we're taking is, you see, that that's the extreme limits of the limestone. Because if it had been any wider, this had been wider. They would have worked it from the surface and it had been wider. This is the 1878. Coming in here, I haven't drawn it on here.
Yes.
You've got an air shaft, and that's more in line with all these.
It's easy. That's on the rope wood, isn't it? Yeah. And these days you get all these training schemes and things like that. Within a fraction of it. Right, the users are
Despite the unstable nature of the shaft lining, Len decides to have a close look.
got a safety harness on it. Yeah. But it's a strange old thing. Oh, better not. That was gone in thinking Alfie used to forget me not. Well, it's on the road, quite honestly. Yeah. Really? It's about 30 degrees. Does it? 30 degrees angle.
A cursory examination of the shaft suggested that its brick lining was unsafe, so a remote video cam was lowered down the shaft. It showed the lining to be in a very poor state. The bricks were cracked, in places the mortar was missing, and some of the bricks had fallen into the shaft.
Bloody notch coming up with a nuisance.
Worse still, the bottom layer was no longer supported. Presumably this had been made of wood, which had long decayed. Further down we could see the shaft continued, but it was blocked.
No, but I mean the same red and then going into black.
Yeah. But it would weather there, you see.
A suitably sized steel liner was lowered into position.
outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see the numbers?
Yeah, 5, 4.
Yeah, if
6.
I call them out,
Yeah.
then you...
This was pinned into the shaft walls and planks of wood placed to catch any falling masonry.
That one's been 2 feet.
2 feet.
Yeah.
Using a hand-operated winch or stow, the blockage was removed.
Clockwise.
2's here.
Yeah. Peculiar little shaft the way it bends. You're coming down, darling.
Following a brief encounter with bad air, the shaft was descended. As expected, the team landed in a passage leading east-west. To improve access, the lower part of the inclined shaft was fitted with steel ladders.
This is almost certainly a climbing shaft.
Exploration could begin.
At least. I'm not doing an action replay.
I don't think you could.
We're looking out at the bottom of the number 2 climbing shaft. East, virtually east, towards the bed shaft that's been filled at the bottom with rubbish over the years.
Just still water level on the side.
Yeah, the black line is where the water was. And it was dug out just beyond where you're standing and allowed to run down that dip.
This is where it changes from rock to brick, is it, then, the brickwork?
Yes, this bit is lined. It's not substantial, just single bricks. But they must have thought
Bit of bad ground.
that there was a bit of bad ground. And according to the geology, the red rock faulters around this area.
You seen all this lime on the wall here, on this above this watermark?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must have leached out of the lime quarry, mustn't it?
Yeah, it's leaching out of the lime above it. Calcite down the bedding
Yeah.
plane.
And this stuff above sandstone, isn't it? You see?
It's quite a mile
Yeah.
with small layers of sandstone in as it changes, but it hasn't changed quite sufficiently yet. It's a bit deeper, the sandstone is.
Right.
Just up at the end of the level there
Yeah.
is the flooded quarry.
That's where the fishermen are.
That's right. A few tons, thousands of tons of water overhead somewhere just up there.
That's the plan of action for today then,
This is the shaft bottom, it's 120 feet.
That's all the muck that's been chucked in, is
And
it?
that's, yeah, there's about 12 to 14 feet of stuff from the bottom of the level that we're hoping to wind up and clear up again.
This is what
Properly.
This is what you've bagged up, is it? Down
This
here?
is what we bagged up, yeah. These are very curious as well, Ralph. At intervals of about a metre or so, you've got huge excavations on the sides and adjacent ones to take timber.
It's just packed above there, isn't it? Above the brickwork.
Yeah, to weight it so that it holds together, presumably.
Not been burning the limestone down there, I think.
Sorry?
It's heavier than air.
Slightly unfair, but it's hardly... Wants to go up again. Right. That may have been one of the old sleepers, I'm not sure. The surface. There's one or two small sleepers here again, similar to my top tongue in fact. We've always had problems here with the roof because it's been supported on these wooden stemples. There's one there. There's one behind you that was socketed down here with boards across that have consequently been rotted off, and it's parted right up to that clay board.
Is that clay up there, that?
Yeah, it's a narrow clay band.
Is this an old sleeper here then on the floor?
Looks like it, yes. Right.
This floor's a bit shitty, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's very bad here, the floor is. It'll pull the Wellingtons off. Because, mostly because of the blockage there. There's a big fall there at the end of this brickwork. And I'm not sure if it isn't a man-made fall, i.e. it's been interfered with and blown in.
What's like a stopping?
Yeah, to stop it up.
That
We've
roof's...
always had a bit of a problem, that's why they've lined this
Well,
section.
if that roof's come in, where is it? There's nothing on the floor though, is there? Must have come in while they were working, surely.
There is at the far end, where my light's shining there, at the far end, the whole of the tunnel is in there.
Yeah.
That's the end of it.
That's the bowing, this bit, this brickwork's bowing into it.
It is. There's been pressure on that. Like it down the back leg in this section.
Yeah. Some,
But we'll have a go at it one of these
you think
days.
these stalactites have come from what, limestone above us or what?
It's reached out through the bedding planes above and out of the quarry, presumably. There's some nice flowstone there, if you can get my Wellingtons out to move. There we are.
Not much life left in that piece of wood, are there?
There isn't very much at all, though.
How old's this place then?
Well, this is probably 100 at the most, the section we're in now.
Is it?
And there's about a foot of silt in the floor at this point. Yeah, this one goes down at about 45 degrees from here now.
Yeah.
She was some about 60 feet down.
Okay.
It's the most lovely hand-picked dip, square section on the pit. It's okay.
Yeah.
You go on your arse and drop your tap.
What was this dug for?
Christ knows. Don't know. Well, damn it, refrain from saying things like, sorry. Oh. Well, then, what did we doing? But it's all hand picked right the way through.
Yeah. Does this go to a lower level?
Must do. It's already 40 feet vertically below the attic now.
This is most
Well,
strange.
it's some.
I reckon this is now to do with the attic, I don't.
Probably isn't. Are you coming down a bit farther?
Yeah.
Well, that's better here. If you can see now to my left here,
Yeah.
in the video there, you can see the water table where it's perched. It's sunk beyond that. Or possibly with all the sludge and stuff that's gone down. Because can you see the timbering there?
Yeah.
It levels off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it gets down steeply to here. And it becomes sunk just there.
That's the water table then.
Well, it is at the moment, but it doesn't get higher than that, provided you don't get a massive inundation of water through it.
Right.
And then it will build up right up the dip.
Yeah.
And gradually it will...
So you could pump that out, you reckon?
Yeah. Just to have a look where it goes. But it may level off now because it's timbered out here for some reason.
So that's a level, you reckon, there we're looking
It
at?
could be, yes, it's timbered out and it's on the interface of the sandstone again in here. And it's turning into limestone too
Yeah.
at this point.
What, 30? So it's as far as again below there.
How much more?
Oh.
He's ready all this chops and stuff.
Try that. This?
Yeah, quite heavy.
Do you want to pull a bit of that pipe down, Darren?
Which what?
The red.
Yeah, it's good. It's down to the pump and stuff like that. You're ready to eat.
Bad as ever now.
What have you done? You done banged it?
Fucking rocks bounced off it.
From where? Down here?
This one.
Dirty, that's all.
You're not just making excuses for not working down there, are you?
You're alright, Ralph. Your fist still works.
No wonder that hurts, there's cast iron bearings falling on.
Where's that come from?
Come out to the side.
Pumps out the water.
You want to shove it?
Immobilised.
Right. Yeah.
I need a knife. Is that not your knife?
It seems as if there's a rough face down it, that's good. You want some bit more oil, family?
Think we're getting a bit short.
It's the only thing to realise is you give a choke, Ralph. When you consider that it's got to compensate for this running in as well, it's not...
Eh?
It's having to compensate for this water running in.
Yeah.
How can you tell now?
I'm extending the cable.
Right,
That is
okay.
flash, it might be alright.
No.
You're even blocking the pipe up, Darren.
Yeah.
Nigel? Yeah, more cable, as much as you've got.
Not yet, no.
It's just cables caught up.
Does it? That joint.
That's off.
Come in, land, you copy. Ah, very good. I can hear you very well. I'm just going to turn the generator off for a few minutes, Len, while we put some more fuel in. We're almost at the bottom of the fuel tank, over. We haven't got so full.
Well, I usually manage.
Well, that's it. Then once we've soaked up onto this rag, we can have a smoke.
Go on then. I think they've got to plug in again. This is very technical.
Time to go down now, John.
Yeah, right, it's come up that quick.
I thought it was way above where we are now. 2 days ago. So we pumped it down to the where the working goes up, straight down here, and then 2 days it's gone back up again. But it's a big improvement, John.
Yes. Well, I've not seen that before.
Yeah.
We don't do running,
No,
crawling,
smudgy water, yeah.
and hands and knees in, but not running.
Timbered out there, and I put the brick back on to stabilise it today. Well, you get me nose.
You know that close is going to be
Smudge.
a bit umpty.
This dust's a nuisance.
And that's it then, is it now?
That's it. Unfortunately. That's good.
A lot of money for a gate of this quality.
Just shove the light through to be where you can.
Yeah.
Oh, just on the left here, there's a stove. Look at this, John. It's just like everything. Stoked out up there. This is on the main fault, as you can see here, that's behind the wall. And we followed this fault up to get at the clay, and as you get up to the top, it's timbered out. This is a bit of bad roof here where the bedding plane has started. It's okay, but we need to keep from under it. There's a bit of a grass level on another minor fault,
Yeah.
but it's collapsed in at the end, so we don't know how far that went.
Well, that's come up since you were here last time.
The white hasn't, but all this sludge hasn't dried out. But there are times when this becomes completely sunk, judging by this rack that's built up on top. The box and grate box.
You carry on then, alright.
And they've reached the end here in solid rock and started scraping up on the right, up in the top, as if they were trying to locate the original clay bed again.
This is where it's fell.
Made an attempt here at getting lower under this massive sandstone bed by the look of
No,
it.
man.
This is the end here, yes, but I think it goes on where my light is on the right. These are curious, these little stemple holes in the roof. And we're not sure what they are, unlike, but Nigel did suggest that they may have had Brattis on to turn the ventilation in or out when they were firing because of powder smoke. There's also a shaft that is contemporary with these two holes that are shown, and they are supposed to be the deepest parts.
Right.
And what I wondered if he could do a beat from sort of parallel with the lake as it is. It's sort of northeast southwest, I think, up the centre, just to find out where the deepest parts are. And none of the shafts are shown. It's predate all the shafts.
Right. Well, I'll wait for that. Do something good.
That's right, yeah.
Right, may as well make a move. See you in a bit. But can't see anything, the visibility is really lousy.
Right.
But it goes down here. Okay, out there, as you come in from over there, it's really silty and horrible. Then it's basically it just ends and goes down. It's like a hard-walled shaft. You can't see a thing about what it is because it's that silty. You just churn up that much mange. But as you go over here, if you follow it around this way, you can follow around the edge. It's like a sort of shingly slope. Again, very silty. But that seems to head down at a lot shallower angle, whereas there, it's just straight down. I didn't want to go in it because it's that full of branches and brash and all sorts of rubbish. We've not been able to see a single thing. I really don't fancy going in there. As you get further over here on the sort of shingly slope, there's like a sort of cementy, mortary, well, blocky lump really. There's like about 4 wooden uprights secured in with what look like rivet heads. But again, it's hard to see because as soon as you stop to have a look, everything just disappears in a cloud of silt. Well, so it's definitely worth another look.
And then twine the ends together somehow.
Right, if we just bring it closer up with it then.
I'll make off down the bank a bit.
In order to save time, the digging team abseiled down the 40-metre engine shaft.
Ooh, not that.
No, a bit more, a bit more.
When I go down, put me in the back.
Just clip on the bag down and get a ride.
Apparently. I wonder how we overcome that. That's funny. It's potentially the wettest bit in the world with a lake over it, but it turns out to be the driest. The bearing house in Plymouth, they obviously had some sort of a mechanism on it. It looks like that's another one that have just pulled out of the dip down there. where's Darren? I think that's another of them. Feel the weight.
There's one here.
You got another?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the zebra's pretty cleaner, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
there is evidence, however, to suggest that this goes back to about the 1600s.
What, the whole complex
The
like?
north part of the quarry and workings, yeah. The mine workings.
Okay.
Back to that. This is the bit that Darren and his brother spent a lot of time on. He dug all this section out here and laid this big pipe in with the strainer on the other end.
So that's dropped the water level up there,
And
has
that's
it?
dropped the water level from the black line, which was over a yard high, a metre high probably, right down to a little trickle in the bottom. And this is the sum total of the water that the mine is making at the moment. Just a trickle, really.
take the rubbish out. Take what?
Out of the deb.
Take it completely out.
Well, what we can, yeah.
Right.
It's worth it, isn't it?
Well, it is, yeah, because it gives us more room in here, doesn't it?
Yes. That's a nice bit of flowstone.
Yeah.
It's flaked off the wall.
That must have formed after the mine was dug then, hasn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah. The interesting thing is, if it turns out that there was a mechanism across here, then this definitely predates the big tunnel. Because we wouldn't be able to get past, would they, for mechanism? It looks like there was a bar across there and another bearing working this bell crank here, which may have worked the pump rods in the dip.
Well, they wouldn't get horses past this, would they?
No, that's what to say. It may well predate the driving of the tunnel.
It's part of the machinery for the original mine, isn't it?
May well have been down
And
there.
they've broken into it.
Well, from what evidence we've got, it looks that way at the moment.
And the floor is another 2 foot down yet, below that.
Yes. We've got two bearings here, similar to those, only heavier. And it's been connected top and bottom, presumably with flat rods. And worked to and fro in a reciprocating fashion. And possibly from up that shaft.
What, the power's from up the shaft, you say?
Possibly, yeah. Just brought up from the water level at the bottom of the dip.
What is it?
And that's another bearing contemporary with the one that Darren's uncovered here. I think what this is, it's been a collar, possibly off the shaft to stop it floating about.
Oh, right.
It was just dropped on the nut, wasn't it, when we found it? It's had some wear, that has, down here.
It's worn over, hasn't it? It was
Yes.
round, wasn't it, presumably?
Indeed, yeah. That's one of the original spanners.
It's a hammerhead.
Don't know what it is.
That's an
Dan.
hammerhead.
You're right, it is.
What?
It's the sledgehammer. It's the
A
head.
small sledgehammer
Small sledgehammer.
of the type that they put shot holes in with. They were only small.
So do you know?
At the time tube down here, then.
And that was placed on the brickwork.
Fancy that.
So that's been left by the old miner.
It has.
It's a big staple, isn't it?
It is. It's out of here somewhere because we remember it coming off. I can't remember where. Trouble is, the whole business is so unstable. You don't breathe off. Not that.
Once the blockage was cleared from the 40-metre brick-lined shaft, we found the passage continued as expected.
Go on then.
Whereabouts are we now then?
Well, we're approaching the lake now. This door at the end here is as far as the here.
Yeah.
Start the long shot like
You see a lot of it, don't you?
However, after about 30 metres, we were halted by yet another roof fall.
So what's the water level at the black mark?
Yeah.
As we were getting very close to the lake, we lost our nerve. We decided discretion is the better part of valour. Our explorations had come to an end. Time for a last nostalgic trip before we closed the project and moved on to pastures new.
Try and keep towards the side, John, if you can.